Well, it's 3 years since the passing of struggle stalwart Winnie Madikizela-Mandela. The governing party will today remember her, and party president Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver a keynote address at a wreath-laying ceremony. eNCA reporter Govan Whittles is following the story for us and joins us now for an update. Colleague, earlier on, the service hasn't started, but have you seen any top officials making their way in?
Yeah, everyone's already here. The Treasurer General of the ANC is here. We're just waiting for the President of the ANC and the President of the country to arrive. But the dignitaries are all here, including the family of Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela. We had arranged to speak to some of the ANC leaders, but obviously they wouldn't want to be doing interviews while the President arrives. He should be arriving at any moment now. Just keep an eye out for when he does come this way. And it does look like Nomvula Mokonyane, member of the ANC NEC. She's also the head of elections for the party. If she can speak. Mama, if you can speak to us for a moment. Okay, she's going to go welcome the President as he arrives here. So we're just moments away from starting, and of course this is a very important event for the ANC, as its Secretary General is expected to step down from his position after he was charged with fraud, corruption and money laundering. He's been given 30 days to do so, and we understand that those 30 days are just meant for him to consult his supporters, to communicate his intention to do so, but it does seem as if there is the expectation that he will leave his position. So it looks like the President will be arriving. We'll try to give you those visuals as it happens, but for now it looks like things are about to get underway.
Absolutely. Early on we had made mention that, the wreath-laying ceremony, Govan, is not only what we should expect today. That ceremony at Methodist in Meadowlands also expected to take place. That was the church with which Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela found home in. Just take me through what to expect there, at least.
Yeah, we're expecting a Sunday service or the Easter Friday service to happen at the church. Also, all of the dignitaries from the ANC expected to be in attendance. And at this point, it's not clear if the President will be speaking at that event. His convoy is just arriving right now. We'll try to give you visuals of that while it happens, but it appears as if they might be using a different entrance. But from here, this will take about an hour. The President is expected to speak here on the life of Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela, her contribution to the ANC, to the unity of the ANC, and the role that she played during a time when the party also found itself with significant divisions, not only leading up to its Nazareth conference, but also before that. There goes the Treasurer General of the ANC as well, and they're walking up to go and welcome the President of the ANC. We'll try to give you those visuals as they happen, but as we said, there's quite a senior delegation here. It's the Treasurer General as well as the President of the ANC Women's League, Batabile Dlamini, and the Deputy Secretary General, Jesse Duarte, expected to be here. But of course, the person missing is the Secretary General, the one that's the so-called CEO of the party, and his absence at this very important event, the first wreath-laying ceremony by the ANC at Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela's grave, speaks volumes. And here you see the President arriving.
Govan, if I can just jump in there, as we're seeing, of course, those visuals of the ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa making his way to where the ceremony will be taking place. I suppose 3 years after the passing of Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela, the legacy that she has left behind would be quite a significant theme that which the President will be touching on. We're seeing, the members of the ANC Women's League, the likes of ANC member there, Nomvula Mokonyane, also working alongside the President. The role that you also played within the ANC Women's League, quite vivid, as some of the members, they come to pay their respects, but also to honor the role and legacy that she left behind.
Yeah, and Mama Winnie's legacy is rooted in community activism. Remember that during the fight against the apartheid regime, Mama Winnie played a leading role in organizing the mass democratic movement in resistance to apartheid in the country, while many of the more prominent leaders were in different parts of the country or in different parts of the world, and some of them in prison as well. And then after democracy, Mama Winnie again played a leading role in also making sure that that she organized, excuse me, we're just trying to find our way through the chaos here and try to make a path where we can get a proper position. But she played a key role in organizing communities to hold their ward councillors accountable, and offered features at many service delivery protests calling on ward councillors to be more responsive to their leaders. That is expected to be one of the key topics today, as the ANC's NEC discussed which candidates to field during the local government elections and which standards to hold them to. That as mounting pressure comes from its alliance partners to ensure that its candidates are accepted by the communities and they don't have a repeat of 2016 where there were some protests.
Right.
You see the President greeting some of the family members and members of the Methodist Church now. He's expected to take his seat shortly and we'll begin.
Well, Govan, I mean, definitely seeing the Methodist Church there honouring Mama Winnie as the church which homed and housed her, while she was still alive. You reminded us that even Nelson Mandela was, part of the Methodist Church, having his rites there, coming from the church during his burial. But I want to also just reflect on the role that she played, particularly during apartheid, Govan, where we know that while Nelson Mandela and others, Rivonia trialists, were imprisoned, she played quite a critical role in just ensuring that the name of the ANC, but also the name of Nelson Mandela, is not forgotten by South Africans, as she, of course, continued to witness some of the atrocities under the regime. I suppose now the current ANC president, being there as well, is there to pay tribute to the role that she played in ensuring that the ANC's name continues to live on during apartheid.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, Mama Winnie was the head of the Free Mandela campaign and making sure that people remembered that the former president was in jail at that time. But she really played a directing role in terms of organizing mass resistance against the apartheid regime. And that not only included keeping the name of the ANC alive, but literally directing operations in the country as she was receiving orders from Chris Hani outside the country of the Mkhonto we Sizwe operations. And she, of course, being one of the more prominent members of Mkhonto we Sizwe and a true liberation hero and freedom fighter who still continued to resist apartheid even as she faced mounting threats of being jailed and, of course, oppression by the regime. So she's most well known for her campaign in keeping the Free Mandela campaign alive, but she's also celebrated immensely within the ANC for organizing its structures, building its structures towards the operations of Mkhonto we Sizwe in literally fighting the apartheid regime. And of course that is one of the more well-known features of her legacy. Then of course she's also been a mother to the community of Soweto as well as those in the ANC, and the relationship with Julius Malema reflects just how much she had taken many of the Youth League members under her wings as a senior member of the party, and also how she valued the cultivation of radical leadership. I see Parks Towers just started speaking at the podium. We'll try to bring you that audio now. Thank you.